Hello guys, welcome again to my channel, and I hope you all are doing well. So don't mind my mouth. I had some issues on my lips, so that's why it's like this. So don't mind it. So by the way, before you start watching this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel. In this channel, I talk about everything agricultural related, anything that has to do with agriculture, most especially livestock. And yeah, that's basically what this channel is all about. So today, in today's video, I'll be talking about why Nigerian youths, because in as much as many people from other countries outside Africa, in Africa, watch these YouTube videos, but since I'm in Nigeria, sometimes I just decide to direct my videos to Nigerians. But if you are from other countries, watching from other countries, you can also watch it. You don't have anything to lose by watching this video. So in today's video, like you have seen it in the title, why Nigerian youth should embrace pig butchery. You know, when you talk about pig venture, you don't have to only restrain it to just raising pigs, breeding pigs, or even farming pigs alone. There are so many value chain under pig farming. There's so many value chain under it. Just like in cattle, we have people who raise cattle. We have people who buy the cattle and butcher. We have people who sell the cattle as retailers. So it has so many value chain. We also have those who are in the business of, using the cow's dung and supplying to those who need it. So there are so many value chain attached around a business. Okay, for example now, if I sell this paper, if I manufacture this paper now, let's say I have a paper manufacturing company. The value chain doesn't stop at manufacturing and selling. No, it doesn't stop at that. There are some people who might buy this paper, reprint and sell. There are some people who might be in the business of buying papers in bulk from these companies and distributing to small sellers. So what I'm trying to say is that there are so many value chain attached to something. Okay, in another word, there are so many other ways to make a living out of something. There are so many other ways to make a living out of something. You also have to, be spontaneous and get the right information. So, back to what I was saying, pork, like most people say, is a meat that everybody loves. It's a meat that everybody loves. Like it or not, those people who say that they don't like pork meat, believe me when I say they have not tasted it before. There's no way you taste a well-prepared pork meat and you'll be like, I don't like this thing. No. In fact, 95% of those who haven't eaten pork before, once they eat it, they get magnified. They get magneted to pork meat. Because pork meat is a meat that there's no way you can taste it, the well-prepared one, and not like it. So, pork is a very, very, very nice meat. And there are more people that eat pork, that consume pork, than you even know. Most of the people that will tell you that I don't eat pork, once they eat pork for the first time, they will start eating pork daily. So it's a whole different thing altogether. So like we all know, we all know already, in Nigeria, in Africa today, there's a lot of hardship. Now, I think Nigeria has the highest turnout graduates yearly. Nigeria produces the highest number of graduates yearly in Africa. Nigeria produces the highest number of secondary school leavers in Africa yearly, because it's obvious, we already have the highest population in Africa. We produce the highest number of school leavers in Africa. And you all know that anybody who understands the dynamics of Africa who understand the dynamics of Nigeria, has to be honest with themselves. There is basically no job in Nigeria again. There's basically no job in Africa again. So the only option people have is to find out ways to survive. The few jobs that have already been created by the Nigerian government and by private institutions are already saturated. In fact, for me, there are more unemployed youths and underemployed youths. Not even for me, is a fact. There are more unemployed youths, there are more underemployed youths than those that are employed. So you see that is why when you come to a place like Nigeria or a place like Africa, you find out that there is so much crime here and there because people are trying to survive, be it criminalizing their lives or be it finding out other ways to survive. Or survive and survive. People are just trying to eat and be, and not die. So that's survival for them. Now, what most youths don't understand is that your certificate means nothing to anybody. Believe it or not, as far as you are not making money with your certificate, you are useless to anybody, to everybody. You are very, very useless to everybody. Because what is the purpose of going to school, getting certificates, and not making a living out of it? I'm not saying you should be making a lot of money. I'm just saying, there's a difference between poverty, being comfortable, and being wealthy. Now your certificate can fetch you comfort. But if you're not spontaneous enough, your certificate cannot fetch you anything more than that. So, but what you see in Nigeria right now is that in most cases, most of these graduates can't see comfort with their certificate because where are you going to see comfort? Because if you have trained your mind to be if you have trained your mind and mindset around your certificate, that means you're only preparing yourself to be employed. You're not preparing yourself to, be somebody out of employment, out of the employment market. You're just preparing yourself to be employed. And I see this in so many of my friends, because I'm a young guy, I see this in many of my friends. Everybody is talking about employment. I'm not saying talking about employment is bad, because everybody has where or what favors them. Employment might not favor me, but it favor another person. You get me? So that's one thing about having certificates. It doesn't guarantee anything. It doesn't guarantee survival. It doesn't even guarantee comfort. Talk less of, being among the top people in the society. So right now in Nigeria, a lot of things are going wrong. A lot of things are going very wrong. Now, whether you have a certificate or not, there are so many other things you can engage yourself into. And one of those things is pig butchery. What do I mean by pig butchery? Pig butchery simply means buying pigs from farms. You slaughter them and you sell off. You can decide to sell off at a roasting point. You can decide to supply to hotels. You can decide to supply to restaurants. You can decide to even, be a wholesaler, like other small butchers or other small retailers. You buy from you kill in large quantity, you sell off. That's what I'm saying. There are so many value chain around this. You want to get yourself involved in a big venture doesn't mean you have to be a farmer. In fact, for me, being a farmer is the hardest part, because in fact it's just the hardest part, because you are dealing with mortality rates, you are dealing with feeding, you are dealing with breeding, you are dealing with trying to make the pigs to grow fast so you can sell off. You are dealing with a lot of things, and these are livestock. You might feed a pig for 8 months and it might die off. You end up in losses. But there is no way you buy a pig. Let's say that you're a butcher. There is no way you buy a pig and sell it for anything below what you bought it for, because you know how much you're buying it. You know how much you can sell it to the people and get some profit. Unlike in farming, you might be feeding a pig and you won't even know what you have put into that pig, and you sell it at the wrong price. At the wrong price. So that's one thing that's one of the downsides of the farming aspect on this one. The pig, the buying and slaughtering, butchering and selling off is a very, very fantastic and nice, business venture to go into, especially as a young guy, as a young woman, anyone you are. And like it or not, the consumer base of pork is high. It's higher than you know. It's higher than you can tell. And one thing about people is that one of the things that I see that stops most people from eating pork is that, there is this stereotype that surrounds pig that it's not even that it's a dirty animal. No, that it's unclean. I won't start. I won't even talk about that. But the thing is that scientifically, pigs are wonderful. In fact, pork is a wonderful meat. And 95% of the people who say I won't eat pork, I won't eat pig meat, once they eat pork for the first time, a well-prepared one, believe me, there is no way you can go back to saying that I don't eat pork again, because pork is far more sweet, far more tender. There's what is called tender meat. It doesn't give you much stress. Once you bite it, it will enter your system. In fact, if you doubt what I'm saying, just try us eating pork. And there is so much pork consuming rate in Africa and in the world. As you already know, pork is the most consumed meat in the world. Pork is a very, very, very healthy meat to eat. It's very, very proteinous. It has more protein than most of its other animals, or even more than the other popular animals we know. There are so many young people. I know so many young guys who are into buying goods. They'll kill, they'll sell off. I know many young guys who are into buying cattle. They'll kill, they'll sell off. I also know many young guys who are into buying pigs. They'll butcher and they'll sell off. Now, the main reason why I'm doing this video itself is not even about the big family aspect. I'm just doing this video to tell young people that your certificate doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can have your certificate and still decide to drop it and start buying pigs and butcher and sell. And let us be clear. Let us be clear. And anybody who knows me personally, which I doubt that any of you watching this video knows me personally, I'm a very, very wonderful guy, cool guy. And anybody who knows me knows I love talking about what has been going wrong in this country. I enjoy talking about political matters. I've always said that, agriculture in Nigeria was our old crude oil. But what made us giant, one of the biggest, one of the highest growing economies in the 60s and 70s. Agriculture was our crude oil then. Nigeria was one of the highest, if not the highest, producer of groundnuts in the world. Nigeria was one of the highest producers of cocoa in the world. Nigeria was one of the highest producers of maize, yam tubers in the world. Cassava in the world. But and I will say it again that crude oil is our new, agriculture is our new crude oil, because the crude oil that we are using now is fading. In the next 20 to 30 years, all these companies like Shell, all these oil companies in Nigeria, they will fade, because oil is becoming obsolete. Like it or not, that's not a simple truth. Oil is becoming obsolete. Solar power, biomass are taking over. So what are you doing with oil? That's why I said that if Nigeria doesn't retrace its steps and go back to full-time agriculture, Nigeria is bound to hardships. One thing I know for certain that with the way oil is going down, Nigerians are already embracing agriculture. Now, one of the reasons why we have so many backwardness in Nigeria today, it's not even in Africa. Let me talk about Nigeria specifically. One of the main reasons, in fact, the main reason, part of it all, why we have the kind of backwardness we have in Nigeria today, is because of oil. Because there's a difference between you went to your farm, you worked hard, you tilled the soil, you stayed under the hot sun, you plowed, you planted, you had patience, it grew, you harvested, you went to the market, you sold off, you exported, you made your money. Now, the money that you used, that you made like this, from working hard, from putting that effort, physical effort, mental effort, financial effort, you will know how to manage that money, because you know what to survive to get it. But a situation whereby one day you woke up and you discover that you had oil deposits in your land. Something that you not work for. You not work to put the oil there. You not work to make the oil starts producing there. You not work it. You just saw it overnight. And you knew that oil was in high demand. The market was there. The price was there. The money to be made was there. All you had to do was to start selling. Start selling. Anyhow you do it, you just start selling. And money you made like that, money that just came to you like that, all of a sudden, you won't know how to manage it. You won't know how to manage it. You will mismanage it. That is why Nigeria is where it is today. When Nigeria was progressing in the 70s and 60s, was when we were doing agriculture, because the Nigerian government, the Nigerian politicians knew how the country was making that money. They were working hard for it. People were working hard, breaking their backs for that agriculture, for their agricultural produce to grow and for them to sell off. They needed the people to grow their plants so that they can sell and they can use it to do projects. That was valued. But a situation whereby oil came up all of a sudden. The world needed oil. And the government, we are the ones in control of the oil. What do you expect? There will be mismanagement because you don't work for the oil. God just gave it to you like that, free of charge. You don't work for it. So how do you expect someone who just received something out of nowhere to manage the money? No. Oil made Nigerians lazy. Oil made Nigerian politicians even more greedy. Yeah, politicians all over the world, even in the US. Even these are Western countries that we look up to. These are our first-tier countries. Politicians have the same characteristics. They are greedy. I grew up around. Let me not say I grew up around people. I know I've come in contact with many politicians. I know them. I know how they behave. I know their attitude towards things. Politicians worldwide are characterized by, number one, self-interest. A politician cannot do anything without self-interest. He has to get something for what he's doing. To a politician, that he's serving the people means that I came here to work and I have to be paid. My self-interest has to be number one before other people. So that's one thing that politicians are known for: self-interest, greed. So, and in a situation whereby you have this, will I say, I won't call it, okay, in a situation where you have these oil deposits around, and you are greedy, and you have seen an avenue to make money, why wouldn't you mismanage it? So for me, not even for myself, it's just the fact. Most people don't say this, but I say it. Oil made Nigerians lazy. Oil made Nigeria very, very much backwards. Because if the country was, okay, had it been Nigeria did not discover oil, where will you see the money to embezzle? Because every little money that comes out of that agriculture, you know that people worked hard for it. You know that if you mismanage it, the country will collapse. Your common sense will tell you to manage this money very well. Use it to put in these projects, use it to empower these people, use it to tap this road, use it to put lights, use it to do this one. Reasonable things. But especially whereby you sell out oil, trillions of dollars will enter into the federal government accounts or the government accounts. I still know that there is more oil down there. Why won't you be squandering the money anyhow? So oil made Nigerians very, very lazy. Now, going back to the main topic of this video, why Nigerians should embrace pig butchery. Believe me, there's a lot of opportunities in Nigeria. I'm a young Nigerian. I know what is going on in this country. I'm experiencing it firsthand. Even running a business is very, very difficult in this country. But believe me, where there is hope right now is in self-empowerment. You don't empower yourself, because if you are waiting on your certificates, my people, if you are waiting on your certificates, especially as a young person, then you are responsible for your own problem, because your certificate, unless you have connection in Nigeria, or unless God just decide to do it for you. But why hope on something when you know that you can do something for yourself? Why hope when you know you can act? Why hope when you know you can act? Just like now, I'm hoping that one day 100 million, someone will just give me 100 million. I'm not working. I'm just hoping that one day someone will just give me 100 million. While I know that if I start small, I can be getting at least 50K every month. 40K every month is something. Now, for those who are saying that they want to get employed, they don't want to stand there. Okay, there's some graduates who say that because I'm a graduate, I spent 4 years, 5 years, 6 years in university, I can't come out, keep my certificate, drop my certificate, abandon my certificate, and start doing all these petty jobs. They look at some of these things that some of us young guys are using to survive as petty manual dirty jobs. The truth is that the truth of the matter is that as far as that thing is feeding you, it cannot be dirty. It cannot be petty. Whatever is giving you food in your mouth is not petty. It's something that your life depends on. Because for you to make money and eat, your life depends on that hustle, your hustle. So most young people have this, especially girls, that they cannot drop their certificates. In fact, it's not even especially girls, both genders. But they cannot drop their certificate and start doing all these petty jobs. I know many graduates who are into butchering of animals, be it cattle, be it goats, be it chicken, be it pigs. I know many people who are into these things. And some of them are graduates. Wonderful graduates. Smart guys, intelligent guys. So why not stop deceiving yourself? And most of these jobs that they get, see, I'm not trying to downplay, I'm not trying to, discourage anybody from getting white collar jobs. But most of the jobs we have in Nigeria now, they don't pay much. And even if you are saying that they'll pay much, it will take time before they pay much. The average salary right now in Nigeria is between 30 to 40K. And in this country, where even a bag of rice is around 30-something thousand, that means your salary might not even buy you a bag of rice in 1 month. So you see, it's very, very sad. In this country, we have to help ourselves. I hate it when people blame government for everything. Yeah, government in Nigeria has failed us woefully. They have failed us because if you want your people to thrive, like for example in Nigeria now, people have the zeal to work. People have the zeal to engage themselves in one thing or the other. But when the necessary amenities are not there to support self-empowerment, entrepreneurship, and the rest, people will get frustrated. The most important, in fact, the 3 most important things any government can do for his people is to give them those things that you know that if you give it to them, they can thrive on their own. For example, now, what a parent, the most important thing a parent can do for a child is to give a child a good educational training and a good home training. Because you know that if you give a child good home training and good educational training, the child can do well for himself and go into the world and conquer and survive. Because you have given him or her the necessary tools to go into the world and survive. But a situation whereby your child, you don't send him to school, you don't even try to discipline him or her, that child will end up being a criminal. That's just a simple truth. A hungry criminal. That's a simple truth. So a situation whereby the government says, okay, my people want to work. What do I give to them so that they can work? Now, you say that, okay, this is my people now, since they want to work, I will give them steady electricity, 24 hours power supply. Okay, I'll also give them good roads. I'll give them good network of roads so that they can be able to transport and carry whatever they are selling or from to and fro. Now, I also say, right, yes, now, my people are doing well. What else do I do? Let me create programs for loans, for access to capitals. Because what is killing most dreams in Nigeria, is not in Nigeria, in Africa and in the world as a whole, is lack of capital. Only the fittest, because in this world, it's survival of the fittest. Survival of the most hungry ones. If you're not hungry enough, you can't survive. That's the simple truth about the whole matter. So Nigeria is really doing a bad job. That's why most times, young people just want to get out of this country. Get out of this country and see what they can. And believe me, most Nigerians who are going out of this Nigeria are not going out because they feel that place is better. Because I know many people who are outside country who are also complaining. They're not going there because that place is better. But they're going there because that place presents more opportunities to survive. Because the basic amenities are there to survive. The basic amenities are there to survive. Believe it or not, assuming Nigeria were able to create just these 3 things: steady power supply, good network of roads, and access to capital, 95% of those of Nigerians who are abroad will come back because they know that whatever they are doing in America, in Canada, in UK, or anywhere they are, they can do 10 times that in here in Nigeria because this is their homeland. They have more leverage here. This is their homeland. They have more leverage in this country, Nigeria today. But you see that Our government is not even trying to help matters. Instead of government to empower you, they will kill you. So those are one of the things that, when you look at it, you just let me just go out of this country. And one thing about this abroad, people are going to, is that abroad offers you comfort. You can get a nice job, buy a car, buy a house, live a comfortable life. But it doesn't offer you that sense of security. It doesn't offer you that sense of worth in America, because you're not in your country. It doesn't offer you that sense of, if you're in your country, you have the confidence to attack anything, any venture, you attack it because you know that this is my country. Anything happens, it's my country. But over there, all you're looking for is comfort. Let me just survive. Let me just survive. I'm going to patch. At least it's better than staying in my country, and probably dying there, hungry and helpless. Let me just come out here and see if I can survive. But I think Nigeria had most of the basic amenities that would make people to work and get what they are working for. 95% of those who are in that America, in the UK, in Canada, in France, in Germany, in Indonesia, in Malaysia, they'll come back because they know that the opportunity is now here. And Nigeria is a virgin land. Africa is a virgin land. People overseas are coming here to invest. So imagine what it has to say. Nigeria is a virgin land, but the only problem we have is that our people are mismanaging what we have. They are making people who should be here contributing to the economy of the country to be flying away. To be flying away. It's very, very sad, It's very, very sad. Very, very sad. And Nigeria is a very wonderful place to be in. I love Nigeria. I'm a very, very local guy. I love this country. I love Nigeria a lot. But you know that sometimes, you just look at the country and be like, it's not good anywhere else. So let me just manage and stay here. Because home is home. Nothing is better than home. Home is home. You feel much more safe, much more comfortable here. I'm much more confident, much more assured. I can go out like right now and do anything I want to do because this is my country. But if I'm abroad, that confidence might not be there because you don't know whose toe you match on. And because they own the land or because they are natives there, they will deal with you. And you don't have anybody who will help you out. Because we are all alone there. You are just a black man over there. A black man. That's how they put it. You are just a black man over there. So, there are opportunities everywhere. America is a wonderful place. France is a wonderful place. But what I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to make is that there's no place like home. There's no place like home. And Nigerian youth should try and, get involved in anything you feel that can make you to survive. Be it dirty work, be it ugly work, be it petty work, be it manual work. As far as it's feeding you, and as far as it's giving you that sense of comfort, then why not do it? Nigerian youth should embrace pig butchering. Not only pig butchering, cattle butchering. Even if you have certificate or not, you should engage into it. With time, you can scale up. You can be successful. You can be successful with anything you are doing. As far as you know that there's an opportunity there. You can do it. Today's video is a very different video. But it still sent down on the fact that Nigerian youth, we are the ones who everything in this country will affect. And we're also the ones who everything we do in this country will still benefit. So it all lies in our hands. It all lies in our hands. It all lies in our hands. So we should try our best. Try our best, Nobody is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. So that's why we should always try our best. So that's the end of today's video. Like, subscribe, and share this video because there are so many powerful messages in this video. So you need to share it to anybody can. Just share it. Just share it. And it doesn't just stop at pig butchering or cow butchering or cattle or chicken or goat butchering. There are so many other things you can engage yourself in. Carpentry. Many other things. Welding. crop farming, cucumber, watermelon. There are so many things you can engage yourself. But most times, I'm not there's a difference between saying something and do that in real life. You might wonder, oh, this guy is saying these things, he's just saying these things. I know the challenges of these things, but believe me, you can make it work. You can make it work. Because one thing about me is that I don't believe there is a life without challenge. What makes me happy sometimes is the fact that I'm facing some of these challenges and I'm overcoming them. It makes me to feel more of a man on his purpose, because I'm facing these challenges continuously and I'm overcoming them. It makes me feel more of a man. It makes me feel more confident. So we all should embrace our problems and look for solutions to it. So like and subscribe to my video. For those who need my consultations on pig farming, I'm always there. I'm always available. If you also need my course, which will help you to get your farm started, I'm always here to help. Just call my number in the description. My phone number is in the description of this video. So make sure you call it, WhatsApp me, anyone. Peace. Stay safe.